Alright everybody, welcome back to We Play Games. I'm Walker and here we are in CK3 After the End, and I'm about to give you like a content announcement, just the goal for what we're going to be doing with After the End for the immediate future. I'm finishing up the new video on Appalachia, but it's always, each of these lore videos takes longer and longer just because I goof around, but also just end up like watching too much stuff on YouTube. But invariably, we're going to be doing a video here on Appalachia, but there's just so much interesting stuff inside of it that I don't want to just do a throwaway, here's a lore video, we're done. Rather, what I think we're going to start doing for the channel is we're going to have like a 266 bookmark for each of the areas that we're actually doing. And so in this case, we'll take the bookmark defined by our lore video, and then we'll just start with a couple of the characters in this area. Anybody who looks particularly interesting that we can play around with. Maybe we'll take one of those characters a couple of different times over and then just play out the area. Because I think that means we'll be able to see the same evolution of a kingdom from a very different perspective. And I think that that'll also be fun just for us to highlight like what sort of things are actually important in terms of the lore locally through gameplay, right? Like I think the Let's Plays largely have kind of turned into, all right, let's just raise our troops, go over here, attack people, and then they're dead. And when we're trying to play like 15 characters over a long period of time, then I kind of feel obligated to do that as part of the after action reporting part of one of those Let's Plays, whereas I find that it's a lot more fun to actually talk about things from the perspective of role playing if we can. And so what we'll do is we'll just, we'll play around with a character like Golden of Blue Ridge, but instead of doing like 1 or 2 videos, we'll probably do more like 3 videos, and they'll hopefully be like 15 to 20 minutes each. But if we do something like that, that'll give us a lot more opportunity for us to talk about like the events that are actually showing up in High Chief Golden of Blue Ridge's life or whoever, and then we can also talk about like the lore that is informing the decisions that we're making, right? We can make it more role playing, and I think that's what we're going to be doing. And I think that having the lore videos to just sort of like direct where the role playing goes is going to be fun, because there's some truly insane things in the lore here. Like I hope that the video for Appalachia comes out tomorrow, because it should be a pretty spicy one. There's a lot of really interesting things that we need to talk about. But we'll start our first bookmark with 2666 with Appalachia and this region right in here. We'll play things through, and then we might use some of the older lore videos just to like begin as a bookmark, because like we've only really played one character in Ghost of the North, and as much as I love Paul, like he's not the only character up here. There's a whole bunch of people up here, and seeing what kind of empires they could build if the player wasn't there killing them, but rather, like helping them out, that could be pretty interesting. Like I would love to play with Count Levi. I think this guy would be pretty fun. I want to play with Portia. Like this is a much younger Portia. We don't have Barrington Stepping Razor having killed his brother just yet. And this is, the formation of the Kingdom of West Indies. But like, there's a lot of really interesting characters that I think we can play, especially if we are willing to like reset campaigns after each character dies. And given that we've been doing that pretty much anyway by just moving all over the map, I don't think it's going to be a pretty big difference for the people who do actually enjoy these Let's Plays. So yeah, that's Walker, and that's our goal for CK3 After the End for the near to immediate future. Hopefully there's going to be a Vicky 3 update soon, because 1.5 does look really good, but it's not done right now. And that's, I can't play on it. The AI needs to work better. All right, that's Walker. Take care.